2023, and what other way to spending the bank holiday than to working. Now, if working means doing more chess analysis, that's for the better because we love doing that. So that's a very ideal scenario in which the work you do, it's the same with the thing you absolutely love doing. So that's very fortunate scenario. Okay, so we will be start commenting probably like in 45 minutes more or less because it's supposed to start at 1 p.m. UK time, and this is incredibly powerful chess tournament. Um, pitching Dingley Ren versus Ian Nepomniachtchi. Just for today, MVL playing Fabi Caruana, and we've got the Super Grandmaster from Poland, Duda Jan Krzysztof, playing the Romanian Grandmaster Bogdan Daniel, and Richard Report against Ali Reza. What a tournament that is! Anish Giri, Netherlands playing So Wesley. So very strong games are about to happen today. So I'm very excited to witnessing those games together with you guys. Now until then, so that will be like 40 minutes, 38 minutes, So until then, we could just do some puzzles together, and yeah. Now, before we do that, let me have a look here to see if the sound looks okay. Okay, now let me go to their multi-stream platform and see if things are okay over there. I don't know if I opened another. Okay, that seems to be streaming now. Seems to be okay on YouTube as well. Okay, what about Twitter? Yeah, Twitter's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be fine. LinkedIn doesn't support streaming at all. Please check your streaming settings and set your to 30. Oh, how do I do that? Well, I don't know how do I do that. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I don't want to open up all sorts of tabs not knowing exactly how to be doing this, so I'll leave it like that. Hello, my friends. Hello, Elkin, if I pronounced this correctly. Now, with black pieces, you could play very many things. Let me go back to the analysis board here. So with black pieces, you could do very many things. Now, depends. Have you decided upon you reacting with something when white does e4? What's your first choice, your first preference, Elkins? What do you do when white plays e4 against you? Oops, let me toggle off the lines. And actually, I think we're needing the analysis board, really. I mean, you've got to play the things that you're more comfortable with. The things that, following probably the insights in the platforms you're using, they give you the greatest odds for you winning. So whether you're using chess.com, chess24, lead chess, you name it, they should have something like insights or statistics. So the stats should be telling you in which defense with black you're doing better. So normally they always tell you, on lead chess is for free, by the way. So they tell you, look, you've been playing Rui Lopez and you're doing better than Alekhine or Sicilian. Just saying. Yeah, if you're doing good with Caro-Kann for black, I think that should be the... And if you like it, if you're feeling comfortable with doing that, Selkant, I think you should be just playing that. And try to deepen the lines and choosing those variations that put you in a better position following the opening stage. So when I find an opening that I like, or I'm feeling better in it, then I'm looking at grandmasters playing that particular line, and eventually, try to stay updated in regards to the novelties and stuff. But anyway, I think it's more than enough if you just study that variation, look at as many games as you can when the grandmasters play in your preferred opening with black, and that goes for white and black as well. So there's nothing wrong with that one. I personally play Sicilian and Alekhine when I'm having blacks versing e4. Now, if you want to do the Caro-Kann with c6, d5, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Let me see, do you guys see my screen? Let me see, just trying to make sure. Okay, cool. So, there's no problem. It's very solid. So you wanna go d5 playing the Caro-Kann. There's absolutely nothing wrong here. I don't think anything is wrong. It's perfect. If you're feeling, comfortable and if you're confident with this, you should be deepening the variations. Now, depends, of course, you need to take all white's responses if that were to be happening. So you need to consider that white might play knight c3, white might go forwards with e5, white plays bishop d3, all sorts of craziness. I mean, you've got to think of all these variations and then take them one by one, including Elkent, including the unorthodox ways for white to play, like bishop c4. This is the infamous hillbilly shuffle gambit. So you've got to be prepared against this one too. There are a couple of sharp lines here. I made a video on YouTube on this, and I'm playing it with white versus black. So you got to be prepared against the bishop c4. Not necessarily a very easy one, but I think black should be absolutely fine if they play correctly. You've got to play the most aggressive move, Elkent, every single time, but it's got to be the correct one. So whatever you choose to play, you need to strive to play the correct move in that scenario. Offense, defense, depends on what's the priority there. I mean, if you're getting, okay, if you're getting checkmating, let's just, for the sake of just playing this, right? Okay, what do I wanted to show you guys? So, look, let's just consider this position, Elkent, here. You need to play the only correct move here, which is you need to defend against the checkmate. So you need to find the move that actually saves black. I mean, you don't want to get checkmated. So although you would love, let's say you would love to play knight f6. Let's just say you would love to do knight f6. You can't really do that because you've got a very unpleasant queen to f7. Which, even if it doesn't lead to checkmate immediately, it's incredibly, incredibly unpleasant. And actually, you're going to get in trouble. Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. I don't even know what's good here for black. So here, Elkent, you can't just play knight f6. You got to play something else. And normally it goes with g6 here. Or e6. This kind of stuff. So aggressive, offensive, defensive, offensive, you got to play the move that is mostly required. And I know it's easier said than done, but you got to play what is absolutely necessary in that moment. When you black, now depends. I mean, white has initiative. They move first. White. They move first. So you kind of need to reply and adjust your game a little bit. Depends on the aggressiveness of the defense you're using. If you play Alekhine, you're going to try to undermine white pawn center with moves like d6. Any tips on 1200 rating? First, do rapids or classical. So I would say don't do bullet, Elkent, don't do bullet, and very rarely you could do blitz, I would say. Blitz and bullet are very fun. Okay, I'm playing myself quite a lot, maybe more than I should. But if we are to be learning and improving, I don't think we should be doing too many bullets or blitzes. We should rather do rapids or classical if you have time. But Elkent, I'd say rather than doing 20 bullets a day, in which you don't even know why you played, why you did it, why you've lost it, and stuff like that, I would say do one rapid or two rapids. I think if you do one rapid a day, taking it seriously, it's better, more efficient than if you do 20 blitzes or 10 blitzes while you're commuting, you're on a train, the connection goes on and off, and you just try to figure out what the heck to play next, and time's running out. I don't think we be improving a lot. Whereas if we do rapids, let's say you play 15 minutes and 10 seconds increment, or I don't know, even 10 minutes game. You really give it more time, and you actually think it through, and you need to make, you make a wiser decision when you're doing longer time control games than blitz or bullet. That would be one. So play rapid games. Secondly, try and practice the openings that you've decided you're more performant in doing them. So if you do the Caro-Kann, try and play in the Caro-Kann, then revisit the game, especially if you've lost it. I know it's slightly maybe unpleasant, but when you lose a game, you definitely need to go back and identify the moments that caused you to lose the game. It could have been a blunt, it could have been something in the opening. Hi there, Flex. Good to see you guys. So it could be something in the opening that you've lost. It could be a tempo. It could be something wrong in the opening. It could be tactics in the middle game. Maybe you misevaluated. Very often it happens, the attackers and defenders, or your opponent, attacks two weaknesses at the same time and you don't notice. Normally happens in time pressure. Hell, it ever happens to super GMs when they go under a minute. You just don't have the necessary physical time to take the wiser choice. So, yeah. It happens. So I would say blitz and bullet are fun, but you don't really, get too deep on the lines you're choosing to play. So if you have time, you could go for a rapid and do like a 10 minutes game. And then revisit the game and see where you've lost. Check the accuracy, which is awesome. So pull the review page if you're on chess.com or anywhere. I don't know, Lead Chess 24. So rapid game. So Elkham, first thing I think, rapid games firstly, then deepen the openings you play for white and black. You gotta be prepared for white and black. If you play with black, you gotta be ready for e4, what to play. You do Caro-Kann, good. And against the d4 Elkham, what do you do? How do you react against the d4? What's your preferred weapon of choice? Yeah, we'll be playing. Yeah, I'm just discussing with Elkant. Yeah, we can do a rapid, I guess, until we start witnessing the Super Bet Romania Chess Classic. So yeah, we'll be doing. You do d5, and after c4 Elkant, what do you play? Do you do Queen's Gambit? Do you do, I don't know, something else? You do Queen's Gambit accepted, you decline it, you play Nimzo, what do you play? So d4, d5. So let me just put it here. Elkant, what do you play here personally in this position? Do you take? Do you play e6? Do you play knight f6? Do you play c6 going into the semi-Slav? Do you do something else? These are all variations. So, Elkant, you need to cover all these lines. I try to get them into familiar territories. So, there's nothing wrong with c6, with e6 or knight f6. There's nothing wrong with this. Hell, if you want to go incredibly crazy stuff, you could even do c5. I mean, this is just nuts. I mean, you could, but I would recommend probably you want to go e6 or c6 here, a bit more solid. You could do c5, but it's way too risky in the opening. And yeah, just go c6, knight f6, e6. There's nothing wrong with these lines. Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong. Okay, so Flex, you said your nickname is Quantiz L. Is that on chess.com, right? I reckon. Okay. Right. So, I think I will try just briefly now. I'm going to do a puzzle rush quickly on 5 minutes until maybe we manage to get more friends joining us. So I'm doing a puzzle rush now, and I hope I should be able to pull a. Oh, what's this here? Taking the rook, right? I hope I'm going to do 15, 20 today, or maybe more. All right, let's try this. Taking the bishop, this guy is hanging. I think survival also allows to think a bit more, because in the puzzle rush, oh boy, you just at some point we are missing things due to time pressure, obviously. Okay, what's this going on here? We've got this check here. Is this the right check, I wonder? Or is there something else? Or this one here? I think this one here better. Yeah. Oh, but it takes way too long. So even if I do the right stuff, it just takes way too long here. Okay. Shall we make a pin here with the queen or bishop? I think with the bishop, right? With the bishop? Okay, with the bishop, fine. Now I got a checkmate into background checkmate. Got a whoa. That's guarded by the bishop. No way. No way. Okay, what's this? No, that can't. Actually, can. We'll just take care. Oh, what do we do? Or this? Do we? Oh no, I'm in check, for Christ's sake. I was in check anyway. Okay, now let me think. Where do I get a knight? Here? Of course, here. I don't want to lose it, right? And this. What did I do wrong? What was wrong there? I don't know, but we made a mistake already. Puzzle rush. There you go. Blunder off. Oh, I'm in check. Do I take the queen? Of course I do. And now I'm pinning the knight, right? I'm winning the piece. Okay. Right, what's going on here? Oh, I'm in check. Well, let's take this one because I'm taking the queen with tempo. Okay, what about this one? What's the thing here? Dude, I'm not that fast now. What do I do? What? That can't be it. I'm getting checked here. How do I kick the queen away, or what do I do here? Okay, that's intriguing. But it takes too long now. Probably this? Oh boy, but it took me an eternity. It took ages to take a decision. Way too long. I can't do puzzle rush like this, man. You can't do puzzle rush like this. Alright, what's this? Yeah, that's it. That's a nice one. Yeah, but time's running low here. So, oh wait. Yeah, and then, oh yes, checkmate with the other knight. Nice one. Very nice. Very nice one. Very nice one here. What's the sacking of the day? What do we do here? Yeah, I think that should do. Yeah, okay. Black to play here. What do we do? Taking this guy. Do we get forked or anything? No, I check first, then I'll take the rook. Yeah. Well, just moving like where? Here. Okay. This. Oh, what is that? What? What do I do? What the, no, it must be it. That's it. And, and, that's a subtlety here. Oh yeah, I'm taking the rook. Yeah, but it took too long. It takes way too long. Double check. Takes way too long. So even if I get the right, oh whoa whoa whoa. Even if I get the right ideas, it just what did I do wrong there? Okay. Safe checks. Let me see. That's a safe check. Oh come on. 29. Ah well. My personal record, I think it's 36. I could have done maybe a bit better, but it just took too long. Right. So guys, how are you doing in the puzzle rush? How are you doing in the puzzle rush? Okay, let's try another puzzle rush because at 1 they will start the tournament and we're gonna do that. Black to move here. Yeah, I think we could take it and this. I think I should do survival really. I mean, at least we just get to think properly and okay. Let's do this checking. Okay. Oh no, well, that was a mouse slip for Christ's sake. Just wanted to play. That was a mouse slip for Christ's sake. Just wanted to play something else. Yeah, finish the puzzle rush then, yeah? Okay. Survival. Well, that one is done as well. But we shouldn't be starting anyway, the survival, because it takes me longer than 20 minutes. And then they will be starting. So I'll just go with the rapid, I guess. 38. Okay, let's go with the rapid then. So let's say hello to some other friends that might have joined us. Okay, not anyone yet. Okay. Right, let's go with a rapid and then we'll follow the game, the super games that they playing today. In the Superbet Chess Classic Romania 2023, Bucharest. Okay. Let's versing this person. Go with e4. We're pulling a hillbilly now. That's exactly what we do. Oh, I shouldn't have taken dash. Oh, I've forgotten completely. This is a complete nonsense. I wasn't supposed to play that. I was supposed to play queen h5. Ah, well. Next time. That's unusual. I shouldn't have played that. I shouldn't have. Definitely. Let's just take this guy here first. The reason I did it is because I don't want them to push b5 and things, so yeah, I think we should be making a pin. Yeah, pin is always good. Bishop g5. But boy, that wasn't the line I wanted to play. I rushed it a little bit. I should have played queen h5. That's how the hillbilly goes. That was a bad choice on my part. Okay, probably c3. Yeah, he's got some. Okay, no, I don't want to. Okay, so hold on a second. Bishop h for bishop e3 is going to play the knight. Now, bishop h4. If he pushes g5, bishop g3. Are we happy with this line? I think it's playable. His bishop on d7 probably can only go on b5. Then I'm going to play rook. Okay, he's attacking with the queen now. First, I think I got to take this guy. But then he's going to take and then he's going to use a rook, isn't he? Am I helping him a little bit? He's going to play this knight anyway, making a lot of unpleasantries here. Queen b3, queen b3, queen takes, a takes. Okay, perhaps, maybe. Queen b3. Yeah, what the heck not? Queen b3, queen d3. Can he play that? Definitely. He can definitely, I guess. Or maybe not. Okay, if we trade queens, I'll just go for it, you know. Oopsie daisy. A takes B, A, B. Okay. Okay. I think we need to develop some stuff here. Okay, where can he jump with the knight? Here? Now we gotta be careful then. Oh, he didn't. Not just yet. Okay. Dude, that's interesting. Okay, rook E. He jumps. Okay, he wants to actually push G5. Absolutely. That's exactly what he wants to do. Have I lost the piece? Let me see if I can save it. What did I do here? Knight, he was gonna push, and then he's gonna come down with this guy anyway. Huh. So how do I save that bishop? Okay, knight e5, g5, bishop g3, f4, g4. He takes, I take, but I still have a problem with that guy, don't I? And if I do it now, he's gonna push the pawn. h3, g5. That's painful, but I don't know what else. And I'm losing a pawn here, don't I? That's not the best move. That's actually bad-ish. That's not good. Yeah, but I chose poorly previously. Yeah, I'm losing a pawn. Okay. The pair of bishops is always stronger than the pair of knights, so yeah, okay. At least I could do this. I'll try to infiltrate my knights and stuff like that, but I'm already down a pawn. That just does not the happiest ever. I don't want to take, so I won't, but I have to move the knight. good, but it's, you know, they're happy as that bishop doesn't do nothing there. Try to gain a tempo here, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay. This, then this. I need to open up the C, I guess. No, this is gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna do this. If I do this, he's gonna do that. I'm not quite sure I can save that guy. I can't go anywhere after the rook goes in here, so not quite sure. He simplifies it now. He's up a pawn, or maybe, yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, he's got a better position. Way better position. Way better position here. And extra pawn. Now, any trading, yeah, but I can't allow the rooks to coming on the G column, so, okay. That's not that good. I'm down a pawn and the position is not that great. But anyway, that wasn't the stuff I wanted to play in the... I should have played the hillbilly properly. Okay. Nah. Should have played this guy here. It's wasting over tempo. That's not that good. That's bad. I can't keep them all, can I? Takes, king takes, plays, takes. This is bad. Bad position and down a pawn is never good. That's it, let's resign, because that one is compromised. I can't stop that pawn. Definitely I made at least a blunder. At least a blunder. I don't know why the engine says I didn't do any blunder. I definitely made a blunder. Somewhere, must have been somewhere, something. So... yeah, that guy's accuracy is... okay, so my accuracy is 84.2. The other guy's accuracy is 94.2. He played very nicely. Congrats to my opponent. Isn't he a title player? Okay. Right. Alright. Very nice accuracy. He should be a title player, shouldn't he? With okay, let me just put it again on the boards here, the game review. I don't know if you see it or not. Okay, let me just reduce inside the picture here. Oopsie daisy. Sorry guys, just trying to make this visible for you people. Let me just put this one just a bit. Right. And oops, what's this? I'm trying to. Man, what's going on? Okay, cool. So, yeah, my opponent's accuracy is absolutely astonishing. I know I made a couple of poor choices. Right. Now, we're gonna have to make it unrated. So, because I don't know you, we're gonna have to play unrated quantities L. So send me another one, then let's make it unrated if you want to. And then, I mean, we can play a 3 minutes unrated game. That's fine by me. Yeah. Right. So very nice game by my opponent. Very nice. Very very good accuracy. Play online. Let me go to the rapid. Guys, we got 8 more minutes. We got 8 more minutes. And we're starting the Super Chess Bet. Romania Classic. Okay, let's go Mangarini. Okay. Developing. Right, so in 7 minutes they will be starting the games, and we definitely got to see that. So now let's just go with this rapid here. Let's just develop our things. Try to get pieces in some attacking position. Simple developing moves. Try to make a pin. Now I could increase the pressure, but if I do this, probably they'll be playing this kind of stuff. Then I could take with tempo. Does that work? Does that work? Or it's a bit premature? Is it though? I think it's worth investigating. It's worth investigating. So let them. Okay, I'm gonna play this, and if they push again, I think I'll just accept it. Dude, I should have played something else. Why did I rush it? Okay, we had this. Check. Right? Now that's getting interesting. Huh. Maybe. Maybe. I had an idea at some point, but okay. Now that's a bit weakening the G pawn. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me cancel. Wait. No, he's gonna push this pawn. Well, I castle. They're gonna push. I'm gonna take. They're gonna take. I'm gonna sack a full castles. Plays. Takes, and takes. I think it's totally worth it. If I am correct in my assessment, I could be dead wrong. I mean, I hope I'm not that dead wrong. Oh, he didn't push. Okay. Let me salvage the bishop first. I want to keep. I think I need to keep the bishop on this diagonal. And if he does this, probably I'm gonna take. So if he does g5, I'm gonna take. He takes, and I'm taking. I guess it's promising. I guess it's worth investigating. Yeah, I would have. Interesting. You know something? We're gonna put it on the game review afterwards, and I'll see if that's actually the correct choice here. I think it's intriguingly appealing because, you know, weakening those pawns g6 and light squares, I think I like it, the idea. I think I like the idea. So yeah, the reason he doesn't is because he really fears that stuff that I've explained. Okay, I still need to do something about this kind of things, though. If I take now, I could take with the knight. I could. If I do this, it takes. Nah. He gets the bishop into the game now, so I'm really, really not certain about this kind of things. I could take, he takes, I take, then the game becomes a big, big draw here. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, this is crazy stuff. I'm going g3. No, I can't go g3. This is nuts. Can't do that. Okay, I could trade the whole bloody pieces and we go for a draw then, and that's it. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. He's gonna make a pin. So let's stop this. So I'm still waiting for my opponent to push g5, right? This kind of ideas. And I played h3 now to try to prevent a pin. Okay, maybe. I don't know what to say. Maybe. Alright. He moved away from the pin now. And I'm not sure. I think it's time to trade now. I think it's time to take it now. Yeah, smart guy. Stopped it. He just stopped it now, so yeah. Okay. He stopped it now. If I go g4, he takes en passant and I take, right? It's got to be this. It's got to be g4. No, he can't push, can he? Okay. Okay. Oh boy, they must have started the... I think I want to take with the bishop, right? Yeah, of course we want to take with the bishop. Yeah. And he's attacking the knight now. He's attacking the knight. And, yeah. Okay, should I go knight f3? Of course knight f3. What else? And then, okay, wait a minute. I could do a couple of things here. I could even take, bang. I could, and then getting rooks on the G. I don't have time for this kind of thing. Okay, if I push forward though, he's going to take this guy here. If I play king h2, it's going to take, not sure. So I must take and then play king to h, right? As long as the knight stays sort of, kind of, I don't know. Though, what did I say I want to do that? No, wait a second. Take. Takes. That's not what I wanted to do. I rushed it a bit because of the time issues. Rushed it. I rushed it a bit, that thing. Should have fought more. Yeah, I fought more, but not in the span of 3 minutes and something. Ah, bloody hell, it's gonna make a pin. Bad. Bad. That's not good. That's not that good. Yeah, time pressure, that's just so not good. Yeah. Yeah, time is just running low and this is so bad. Where do I go with this guy? Under 2 minutes? Nope. Under 2 minutes. That's not good. Nice one. Very nice one by my opponent. Very nice one. Very nice game played here. I'm in check. So he takes, moving, and then checkmate. So let me just resign this game. Thank you very much for the game. Very nice one. I played some poor choices somewhere. Let me see the game review. I just did some poor choices. towards the end for sure. Towards the end, definitely. Yeah, the accuracy wasn't great neither for me nor for my opponent. Let me see, guys, if that's visible. Yeah, the accuracy wasn't that great. The accuracy wasn't that great for none of us. Okay. Okay, that's the last one, and then we're gonna go to seeing some super GMs playing. Okay, let's just try one more time. One more time here. E4, let's go with an Alekine. Good old Alekine. I mean, goes D6. Okay, that's the theoretical approach. Normally take with C. G6. He doesn't want to get pinned. So he wants to restrict my bishop's mobility. Okay, let's cancel. Developing. I think I gotta push E pawn now. Okay. Mm-hmm. Reason being, I don't want him to push here, so okay, now we gotta do this. And then perhaps given a chance, I'll go with knight c5, so let's see what's going on here. So if I take, I'm losing the knight. I don't know. Maybe. That wasn't a good choice in there. Okay. Okay, what do we do here? Um, yeah, that wasn't good at all. Okay. And he's attacking now here twice. So I'll take, and then where do I go, that guy? It's losing even more. Okay, I gotta take this guy off the board. Yeah, but that's... The rook doesn't have anywhere to go to. I think I should be resigning this one now. Should be resigning it. I can't get that guy anywhere. Okay, let's just resign this. Not working. Okay, one last time and then I'll go for some analysis of those games. I know I made something very, very, very wrong in the middle game. Pretty sure about this. Okay, let's try one more time. Oops, let's go bishop g7. 6. Castles. Take him. Let's just play this one first, and then we'll see. I think I sort of... Wait a second. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's not that good. Okay, so this one here that loses the knight. Going back, dropping a lot of pawns here. Alright, this. Nah, that's not good either. Okay, let's try this one last trick, see if it works. Maybe. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that, but anyway. So let's just take probably here. Of course, goes for this. So, I could do a check. I could do a check. He blocks. Or maybe he goes here and check. He blocks. I think. Yeah. Check. Oh yeah, he can't get it anywhere. Yeah, going in a pin. I have to do this now. Okay. And not an easy ending. Now I'll try and get that pawn on b2 and then exert some pressure on f2. I'll try to, right? But I have to take that one anyway. Is this stuff I want done? Yeah, again, time is of the essence, so crazy stuff. So thank you very much for the game, my friends. One blunder, three mistakes here. So let me just go quickly to the game review. Then we're gonna go to the super bet stuff, Romania things. What's that? 81.8 for white and 88.3. Well, I'm happy I didn't do too many blunders. Well, I didn't do any blunder. I made one mistake and 5 inaccuracies. So 1 mistake and 5 inaccuracies for me. And yeah, I think this is acceptable to some extent. That acceptable. Okay. Cool stuff. Now, where did we say we want to go to? Where is it? This one here. Because they've started to play. So let's have a quick look at what they do here. Wait a second. Today is 8th of May. When are they supposed to start? Sorry, guys. What is going on? 8th of... Where is it? Here. 1 p.m. They should have started like half an hour ago. Haven't they started? What's going on? I mean, it's scheduled for 1 p.m. They haven't started. Why? Why haven't they started? Interesting. They didn't move nothing. They did move nothing. Right, Flex, if you're there, let's play an unrated 3-5 minutes if you want. Let me know. So why didn't they start? Okay, let me check again the schedule and stuff. I mean, look what it says. It says around 3 London. It should be 1. 13 hours or 1 p.m. I mean, that should have been like 29 minutes ago, right? Unless I'm missing something or someone's not ready or what's going on. I mean, look, now one of the game had started already. All right, that's the result. So as of now, Yanni Pomnishi is in the lead. Yeah, but we've got 5 more rounds to go, so there are many things that will happen. Tough one. So they haven't started yet, guys. They haven't started yet. Okay. Should I? Maybe. Oh, that goes just outside of the board thingy. Right. What's going on? When are they supposed to start? I was worried that I'm just indulging myself in too many rapids and I'm missing the start. Or maybe there's something not updated yet, or what's going on here? Oh. Oh, there you go, man. We have detected that one or more of your recent opponents has violated our fair play policy. I wonder which one is it? I mean, I know I'm playing every now and then some robots, but which one is it? Now I'm curious. Is it one of the guys I played today? Is it one of the people I faced today? I'm just curious. Okay, what do I... just wanted to see... Who was it? I want to see who was the person that I played and used the engine against me. I mean, I have some... I've got a hunch, but I know I don't want to say anything until it's actually confirmed by the... Where's the freaking games that I... There you go. It's just been banned. I played this person, my chess friends. I played this person like a few minutes ago. And they've been banned quite quickly. I mean, I didn't even file a report. I've no idea. I mean, I had some hunch or something, but I didn't act on it. I normally, I'm just revising it after I play and stuff. So I just played them today here, and they just been banned. I mean, like a couple of minutes ago. I don't know, half an hour ago I played them. I lost the game against them. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no wonder, man. I've lost the game. 97.6 accuracy. You've got to be freaking kidding me, right? You got to be freaking kidding me, man. I mean, I've done my best, but sometimes I'm feeling that the other person I'm playing, they're just freaking off the charts. They're just playing like a freaking maniac. I mean, okay, no mistake, no miss, no blunder. One so-called accuracy. No wonder they destroyed me, yeah? So when I'm playing an engine, I don't think I'm having too many chances. Not as of now. Jesus Christ. Don't these kids don't get fed up? I mean, kids with an engine every now and then. I mean, I know I didn't play the best moves, but they just executed me. I mean, like, they just destroyed me. They've completely destroyed me. Okay, so these are theoretical moves, I reckon. And now we start, and that's a theoretical move too, and that's move number 11, right? Bishop e3, the last book move. So they played very, very, very theoretical as myself. e5 inaccuracy, d5 was best. I failed that one because I gotta close the center. So d5 is actually the correct take. Now I start making bad stuff. 97 inaccuracy, e4 was bad, but they've destroyed me here. This move is absolutely perfect because it goes over my knight and they just execute me. Knight bc8, I'm trying to attack on c4. Another very good move, excellent move. I can't move the knight, I can't move a6, I can't move a5. I mean, they just executed me. h5 inaccuracy, knight d7 I should have played. Yeah, they just executed me here. Knight c5, excellent, e4. They just destroyed me. They. Okay. Rook c8 I should have played. Yeah, okay. Look, I'm a human versus an engine, so okay, cut me a bit of slack. I didn't want to say anything during the live stream because I just don't want to say anything. Now, if they said that actually the person had cheated, and when I put the game review, you probably seen, guys, it was like 97.6 accuracy. Right, give me a freaking break, guys. I mean, that don't they get fed up, man, with the cheating, man? Kid with an engine, put the freaking engine on, put another tab on, input the moves, then reply to you, and in 50 moves you just feel like the other guy is either grandmaster, is either a super strong player. You know, I mean, I can't play Stockfish 15 and win. I mean, I don't know, not now. I mean, I'm trying to, but it's not very much doable. So there you go. They just banned it immediately. I mean, I'm very happy Chess.com just banned them immediately. Oh boy. I mean, I find it like cheated quite often when I'm playing. Literally half an hour ago I played them. I didn't file a report or anything. They just probably their computers detected that the guy played with a huge accuracy. 97.6. You know who's playing 97.6? Dingley Renan, Yanni Pomnic, and Magnus Carlsen in the classical time format. Okay, a super GM probably, when they have a lot of time, they will play like a machine. You know. Yeah, okay. So I played Stockfish 15 today with an accuracy of, what was my accuracy against this guy? 83.8. Okay, you know something? I'm happy. I played against Stockfish and I had 83.8 because I suspect the other guy obviously used use the engine on either League Chess or chess.com or something. Right. So I played the engine and I did an 83.8 accuracy. Fine by me. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one. Okay, I'm happy with that one. It's good to play Stockfish every now and then. Against Stockfish every now and then. Okay, that's fine. Did they give me some points back? I think they said they've adjusted the rating and they gave me like 6 points back when I lost against the engine. Because that guy was cheating, whoever they were. I didn't say nothing. The chess.com just decided by themselves. I mean, they definitely had a reason to do that, I'm sure. I didn't want to say too much because I don't want to incriminate people for nothing, but 97.6 accuracy is quite huge, man. And if it happens repeatedly in things, yeah. So, guys, let's go back to what we said. Superbet Chess Classic Romania 2023. Where are the games? Where are the games? Didn't they start it? Aren't they supposed to play today? Guys, let me know. Aren't they supposed to start today? And if I'm correct, the schedule specifies that they should be starting. I mean, they should have started like 40 minutes ago. Sorry, am I missing something? Am I wrong? What's going on, guys? If you have more information, please do let me know, guys. If you have more information about these fixtures with these Super GMs that they were supposed to be playing. I mean, I'm waiting for them to start so we can do some comments together, guys. But I don't know what the heck's going on. Let me press on the live. Yeah, but they haven't started, man. They haven't started yet. Where is it? I mean, it's 1 p.m., right? I mean, round 3 is today. It was supposed to start 40 minutes ago. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. All right. Let me know, guys, if you want to have a friendly one or anything. Did they? Okay, no, let me see. Ah. Wait. Right, guys, if you want to have a friendly game, unrated friendly game, let me know, people. I'm happy to do that. Or if you want to do some puzzles, or if you want to analyze some of the stuff you personally played, folks, please do let me know. I'm sort of happy that chess.com detected that cheater some minutes ago and they banned them immediately. I'm very happy because I don't want to play people that use an engine, so I don't think none of us want that. None of us wants that. So when we play chess against a human online, we just should be using our own brains, and it's very good to be using the engine after the game and then, you know, check whatever you played, whatever was wrong, stuff like that, what you could have played better, stuff. But this is absolutely ridiculous. Some folks using engine against you online. I mean, what the freaking hell is going on? And when they go over the board, they're being thrashed and destroyed completely, you see. They only do this online. Yeah, that's the setback with chess online. It just... Well, most of the players are decent, normal people that just try to play a bit better every single time. Try to improve every single time a bit better. But yeah, you will find every now and then you will find some kids with an engine pretending they are just playing themselves. Unfortunately, you will find. Now, fortunately, chess.com bans them, and I'm actually quite surprised they did it so quickly. Really, I'm actually quite surprised. Normally, it takes days. So I'm very happy they did it so quickly. I mean, I think, and I didn't even file a report. They just done it automatically. I don't know how. What's the procedure? How does chess.com does that? But they did it very, very quickly. Like in a matter of minutes after I finished the game, bam, bam, they banned the guy. Cool stuff. Okay. One less cheater today. That's good. I'm happy for that. Right, so when are these guys supposed to be starting, people? Okay, let me so I put the title on my multi-platform streaming that the Super Bet Chess Classic Romania. I would like to see those games started, but they haven't. And I'm looking here at the schedule, and it says this. Right. Oh man, in LA it's like 5 a.m. This is crazy. 5 a.m. New York 8. Okay, London and Paris okay, and in Europe okay, that's more accessible. 1, 2, 3. New Delhi. In India that's fine, that's cool. China 8, that's cool. The most challenging must be for the folks in LA and New York. The LA ones, yeah, 5 a.m. That's critical. Waking up at 5 a.m. to be playing chess, or at least, yeah. There's no streamer to do that at 5 a.m. unless they're being incentivized or something. Because cool stuff. Hi there, Joel. How's it going, bud? Yeah, just waiting for this super GMs clashing one another. That's super exciting, and just wondering what on earth's going on because the games haven't started yet. I mean, I played a couple of rapids and was hoping that this super GMs would be playing eventually, but they haven't. So, am I missing something? Have I got the time wrong or the days wrong or something? What's going on? Why haven't they started yet? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. You wanna do a friendly unrated? Let me know. We can go with the 3 5 minutes unrated. We could do one if you want, or if you wanna have a quick analysis of the stuff you personally played. Also, let me know, Joel. I'm more than happy to go together in a very friendly manner to see the stuff that's been played. Or if you wanna have a quick look at one of the games I played against an engine a few minutes ago, and the guy has been banned in just a few minutes after I finished the game. I don't know what pro player means. If you mean by titled, no, I'm not titled. I've only got that arena FIDE master, which probably is attainable by very many folks if they do play online. But no, I'm not titled player. But I'm quite experienced. I know things or two. I've been dealing with this beautiful game for quite some time now, so I know a thing or two. Cool, brother. Just let me know your username, and we can have a quick look before this Super GM start the clashing. Yeah, we'll just have a look at one of your games you played. 1, 2. We'll be discussing together. So your username on chess.com is JoelPNM, right? Okay, let me type it in. I think players, right? Let me go to the players. Social, no, just players. Hold on, members. Search and find players across the world. Yeah, that must be it. Search members. I think you said. Is this the right one? Okay, Joel PNM. Is that? Now let me check again. Is that you, Joel PNM, with the Sweden flag, the Swedish flag here? Oh, so you're a streamer yourself. Good, man. Good. Good. Now, the bullet. Joel, come on. The bullet. It's... The bullet is for fun, really. I mean, I try to stay away from playing bullets. It's just no point in doing bullet, brother. I mean, yeah, you could do bullet, for fun, but I recommend my friends to stay away from the bullet because it's just crazy. It's I mean, okay, if you wanna just waste a couple of minutes, yeah, probably you could do bullet, but no, we're not gonna be learning a great deal of nothing. So Joe, should we go for the? I mean, let's just pick up a rapid, and I think you're doing quite well in the rapid, brother. I mean, look at this. You've won this game here. Nice one. Okay, let's just have a quick look here. 18 moves, you've won a game here. Spectacular. Very good. So, as you could see, when you do the rapids, you tend to be winning more than in the bullet. Okay. Very nice accuracy. How many moves have you played here, Joel? First, let me see if you guys see this. Okay, cool. So, how many moves have you played? Right. The other guy plays e5. You took here. You defending. Okay. Let me just toggle off the line because I'd like to discuss this stuff with you guys. Okay, let me just do it this way. So we just think for ourselves, and then if we need more assistance, we can ask the engine. Right. So the guy is hitting your bishop. What did you play here? E3. You played d3. You defended the bishop. You're still in a bit of a pin here. With the knight, I mean. But this guy is falling. Okay, let's just have a look. He's hitting the bishop and he's hitting the rook. Right, the engine's lines are being toggled off now and things. You played in the game e3. Then the guy took. Then you went to knight d5. Probably you wanted to fork. Right, the rook is defended. You're doing very well. You're attacking. He's only got the queen in the game. I think you just played very aggressively and very nicely. That's a check. Okay. Did you take? I mean, I'd be tempted to take. I mean, to take the bishop, but actually you lose the attack on c7, so you move the king. And there's no more check suddenly. No more checks, you move the king away from danger, and it's still c7 danger looming over the horizon. Bishop a5. You attack the queen. That's very nice, very decent, good moves here being played, Joel. And now you hit both the queen, and I think that was a blunder from your opponent. I didn't put the engine line, but I think that's a poison pawn. So when queen took on e2, your opponent made the blunder. Because, oh yeah, okay, that's a game over now. So we're going to stop this one here because, yeah, the queen is going down. That's it, game over. So when your opponent took, but probably you were aware of it, Joel. That was a poison pawn. There's not too much to, yeah, definitely that's a blunder. The engine says queen a2 is a mistake. I think it's just an absolute blunder here because of the rook a1. And then the blunder came, obviously. No, that just can't be the move. That's a game over. You've just won this one. It's not too much to say about this one. You just speculated your opponent's weaknesses and you play magnificent. I like the queen f2 move that you played. I think that was a brilliant stuff. So we had a look at this one. Okay, your rapid. I mean, look, Joel, your rapids. You're winning your rapids, man. That's awesome stuff. And some of the blitzes and thing. So probably bullet is not the best way to. I mean, for fun, I expect you could. I know that streamers do the bullets. I mean, for the viewers' fun, it's okay. Personally, I just would like to give it some time and think. So we had to look at which one was it. Was it the first one? No, that was the second game I think you played. Okay. Right, I haven't read the messages. Oh, the first one. Oh, okay, cool. Is it the first one? Discuss our first game. It was longer. I've just read your message now. You're talking about this one, in which you were black, right? If I'm correct. Again, let me just do this. So you're playing black here, okay. Sorry, have we looked here? Right, Scandinavian, okay, Scandinavian, fine. Okay, do you know what I normally play here? I've got an idea, personally, I do the bishop c4, then d3, then bishop d2, that's what I normally choose to play. So you black here, okay. So they try to stop you from pinning. That's what I could see. You develop, naturally. Bishop c4. Now I wonder, is that the move here that we want to do? Now, I have a little bit of doubts. I haven't seen that very often, Joel. I got to tell you that the g5 move feels a bit strange. I mean, what's that g5 thing? Dude, that's a bit awkward. I don't know if the engine recommends g5 or if there's a theoretical 9. Do you have a... Is this a sideline or something, Joel? g5. I mean, is this like a consecrated sideline or something, or you just came up during the game with this move? I mean, as a psychological impact, I think it's maybe worth it in a blitz or something. But in the long game, is g5 playable? Is this a sideline? Is this a novelty or something? Joel, the g5 that you played in the game here? Huh. Yeah, I mean, it feels a bit fishy, that g5 move that you chose to play. So I guess after a move like g5, maybe white can continue with d3. What are you going to do? You're going to push the pawn one more time. Is that the plan? And if they take, you're going to make a pin. Is that the plan, Joel, here? Is that what you had in mind? Oh, sorry, what would I have done with black or white? If I had black here, probably I would be thinking about playing something like bishop f5 and castle long. That's what I think. I think that's the... Yeah, so if I had black here, let me think. If I had black, I would investigate bishop f5 and then castle long. Bishop f5 and castle long. I mean, that's what springs to mind now. Okay, you know something? I told you what I would personally play. And now let's ask Stockfish 15, because let me tell my younger friends, that's how we use the engine, guys. We use the engine after we play a move or we make anticipation, then we may ask the engine. Never during the game, people. The young fellas that might be tempted to, just try to tell them to stay away from the engine during the live games, always. Right, so now let me ask the engine now. Now I can ask them. The engine says, Joel, bishop f5, it's the second line. Okay, it's not the first line. The engine says bishop f5, castles and e6. d3, bishop g6. Okay. Okay, I would have chosen, if I had black here, I would have chosen bishop to f5, followed by castle long, and I would have kept playing, yes, of course, e6. Then get the other guy out, the bishop, I don't know, maybe more, maybe bishop b4, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, bishop f5, definitely, not g5. Not g5, not now. Let me play the move you did, and let me ask, what does the engine think about this one? The engine says d4. Personally, I would have played d3 here for white. Maybe not d4. I would have played maybe d3. Yeah, and oscillates now. As you can see, Joel, the engine says d3, d4, d3. I don't think g5 is the wisest continuation here for black. I don't think it is. Yeah, I mean, looks very unfamiliar. I think the guy played the right one. Now you put, look, this is psychological stuff, Joel, and now you went for knight on e4, then definitely you hit the c3 knight. Now probably bishop d2, right? What did the guy do? Okay, I don't see what's the problem. Okay, he took with the queen. There's no problem here. And now the guy actually attacks the pawn on g5 twice. Oh man, that's a bit psychological, but I think it's survivable. He's supposed to take... What? Oh, I'm sorry, man. He made a blunder. I'm sorry, you won the game especially because the other guy made the blunder. Why didn't he take the pawn on g4? Sorry, what am I missing here? I mean, the guy played queen f4 with knight being attacked by a pawn. Okay, he wants to check on f7? Okay, so let me just take it like this. Queen f4, and you took. Kudos to you, brother. I think that might be the correct one. G takes f. The gun. I mean, he checked. King d8. Yeah, I don't think queen f4 feels a little bit shaky. I think you've been very brave with that one, and so probably you need to give some time here. Queen f4, that's... I don't know what to say about this. I would have taken... Let me ask the engine. Okay, if I had white here, if I were your opponent at this point in time, I wouldn't do queen f4, although I can see the idea behind it. It's not strong enough to giving you a piece for this, Joel. If I had white here, I would go take the g4 pawn. Very likely. Let's see if the engine agrees. The engine says H takes G. Second line. The stronger, yeah, that's really cool stuff. Knight G5. Very nice. Moving the knight away and hitting you on F7. Very nice. Yeah, okay, if I had the position, this one, in a real game against you, probably I would have taken on G4. Joel, I would have definitely taken on G4. Not Queen F4. Nope. So I guess Queen F4 played by your opponent was... it just doesn't pay off. It's not enough compensation for that piece. So Joel, not a problem, mate. I was born in East Europe, Romania. And then I got very curious about my ancestry and I done some DNA tests. And then I've discovered I got like 3-4 ethnic groups. So apart from the Balkans DNA, I've also discovered I'm Scandinavian as well. And ancestors coming from Germany and France. So I'm very, very European from this point of view, Joel. Not a problem, mate. Okay. So, yeah, Queen F4 feels very, very fishy here. Yeah, look at this one, Joel. Suddenly it looks very good for you. G takes F3 is actually the right stuff you played. Now, that was... yeah, he thought he has something, but it's not enough compensation. He took now, but... and again, another very inspired move, brother, because Joel, now actually any trade plays in your favor now. You already got one piece up. The fact you haven't castled the king doesn't mean a damn thing. You've got more material. Oh man, it's perfect. Yeah, this is a victory for black. That's it. You just keep developing your stuff. Nah, there's nothing here. You're doing very well. You're doing very, very well with black here. Yeah, I think e6 can be played, and after e6, if you get the king on e7, so to speak, very nice. You hit the rook. Very nice. Very nice. Now you're attacking c2. Check, and you suddenly attack the f2 as well. Okay, so you just oh, okay, that's a blunder. Okay, we're gonna stop now because that's a blunder. That's it, it's a blunder. Okay, it's going down. All the stuff yeah, it's going down. apart from g5, Joel, nice one. So apart from g5 that you played, which is a bit maybe questionable. The only move that I think maybe you shouldn't have played was g5. But you know something, from a psychological point of view, Joel, this kind of moves might be justified. I mean, I'm looking at g5. Let me just. Okay, so that one. Okay, that's good. Okay, so g5 here, it's questionable. I don't think we should do that. And this one, again, the guy should have played HG now, and I think White is doing very well. It doesn't mean now Black's gonna lose. Don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean Black's gonna lose. But if White takes on G4, the situation is slightly better for White. And why I'm saying this, Joel, is after White would take and Bishop would capture. If your opponent played Queen F4, just saying, he would have suddenly attacked your Bishop and F7 at the same time, Joel. And I think then it's not very good for Black. I don't know if you agree with this idea. Okay. No problem. Right, so Joel, I don't know if you agree with this idea, but if your opponent took on G4 with H3, and then Bishop takes, and then Queen F4, probably you would have had on your, like, two weaknesses all of a sudden. So, I don't know exactly how Black should have played following that moment. I mean, to have a satin... I mean, look, takes, and Queen F4. Do you think that's better for Black here, or... I mean, Bishop is being attacked and F7. What do you think? Who's doing better here, Joel? White or Black, in your opinion? I think White is doing now probably significantly, increasingly better now for White at this stage, I guess, unless I'm missing something. Let's see, what does the engine say? The engine say White is doing a bit better. Now, look at the lines, Joel, that the engine suggests. You've got to play the only correct move here is Queen F5. If you do anything else, it's going to get very, very, very bad. It's getting huge discrepancy here in between White and Black. So the only good move, I don't know if you would have played it, would be just Queen F5 now. Queen F5, Queen takes, Bishop takes. That's, if you don't do that, it's going very powerfully, nicely for White. So, yeah, maybe in the future G5, maybe you would like to reconsider. I don't know. That's totally up to you, Joel. It's your choice here. That would be your choice. But very nice Scandinavian. Very nice Scandinavian move. Psychologically, I mean, from a psychological point of view, I think it's quite challenging. Now, this kind of thing in a bullet works a treat. So when you do this kind in bullet and blitzes, yeah, I think so. If you go for the rapids or classical time, I would be very cautious with this kind of offbeat lines, this kind of innovative takes, this kind of shenanigan. Maybe I would be thinking twice. I would be a bit wiser. I would go G5 with Black. I don't think so. So, very nice stuff, Joel. Good meeting you, mate. Now, let's see if these guys actually started the games. I mean, have they even started the games? Ah, there you go. There you go. Gee, look at this, guys. There you go. They just started. Look at this beauty. They've just started the games now. Okay. So, okay, I would love very much to have a look at all of them, but in particular, I want to see Richard Rapodali Reza, Dingliran Nepomniachtchi. Guys, these guys have some beef. Uh, right, Joe, look at these beauties here, brother. So we've got a let's deconstruct their thinking now. Queen's Gambit declined. Ian is white. Dingliran is being black here. Okay. So, Joel, I think if white were to take the bishop on g6, black needs to take back with h. Would you agree with this? So let me just make it a question, my chess friends. If white takes the bishop, do you take with f or do you take with h? That's a good strategical question, and so in my view, if white knight takes on g6, black's supposed to take with the h pawn. The queens came off the board, so you can afford the luxury to play with the king uncastled, and eventually you're going to be playing something like bishop d6, I guess. Now, I'm not fully convinced Ian is going to take the bishop, but, you know, it could be because that bishop is quite annoying, I guess. You can't get your guy in the game because of this guy. So you got to get rid of the bishop first. And then, yeah, then you're able to play the bishop. But then you got to keep an eye on this pawn. So probably you got to play something like h3 in order to, you know, free up the rooks and all. But you can't have this guy like this. So, yeah, it looks like equal. So finally, guys, we're starting to doing the live comments as we've announced in the titles of the streams. But hey, they started like with a 40 minutes delay, you know. I think it was like 40 minutes delay at least. And yeah, okay. So this bishop on g6 is very strong. You must take care of that bishop, probably take it away. Joe, let me know how's the sound. Is the sound acceptable at your end? Is there any other funky noises in the background? Like, I don't know, something with the... I hope the phone is not very close to my speakers and stuff. Creating funny noises. Hello, hello, our friend, our new friend here. Who's that? The nickname, I do not care. Hello, I do not care, X2D0. But I'm pretty sure you care about chess ideas. That's why you're here, practically. So you do not care up to the point that you do care about chess, which is good stuff. Okay, so this bishop is too dangerous. I reckon knight wants to take it off. That's what I think. Now, other than that, if you don't take it, so yeah, now is thinking probably a long strategical idea. If you don't take it, I mean, what else? You got to play the bishop, right? Oh, I've got another idea, guys. It just springs to mind now. What about King D2 and bishop D3? Let's just make a list of candidate moves. I'm looking at King D2 followed by bishop D3 to counteract that bishop. And again, queens came off the board, so you don't need to bother about castling and stuff. I mean, you could castle, but I think King D2, it's relatively safe. As safe is possible in chess. So, yeah. Right, so I'm looking at King D2, Bishop D3. You could take on G6, I guess, but again, as we said, then we got to be careful. Oh, that's a nice one, man. I didn't even thought about this. f4. f4 probably with the prospect of f5. And if they go this way, perhaps we're going to be trapping the bishop with h3, g4. Now that's something. That's definitely something. Okay, so Dingley Ren now, he's got to think about this one properly. And he will. Rest assured, he will. Now, the prospect of pushing the pawn forward is incredibly painful. Because not just that you're blocking the bishop, but then white's going to play probably bishop d3 and you're still going to lose that pawn. You're still going to lose the pawn. Excellent move by Yan Nepomniachtchi. Excellent move. f4. This is just brilliant. Okay, guys, so that's Dingley Ren, Yan Nepomniachtchi. Let me go to Richard Report and Alireza. Very creative, wonderful grandmasters here to watching their games. Full admiration. I absolutely love watching their games. So Alireza's turn now, the promising young man representing France. Okay. Richard's last move, rook f e8. Yeah, never a bad idea, getting the rook on open columns. Can't be a bad idea. Okay, this h-pawn has one main job, and that thing is to go and to go and to go forwards and challenging the pawn structure in front of the black king. That's how I see it. So now probably Alireza now thinks about, I don't know, playing bishop d3 first, or pushing the pawn forwards, or making a pin, but that's just, I don't think so. Now I don't like bishop b5 because a6, and then if you take, black says thank you. So I don't think so. Plus you're encouraging black to coming down the board with those pawns where your king is, so I don't think so. I don't think he's going to play a pin here. Probably bishop d3 or... Probably bishop d3 or h5. What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? Is it bishop d3 or h5 here? What do you think it's going to be? What's the move here, people? What would you do if you were Alireza? Joel, I don't care, x20. What do you think Alireza would do here? Would he do bishop d3 or h5? What would he do? Or maybe there's something else. I mean, I haven't even calculated knight d4. I haven't looked at it. Knight d4 would probably end up with knight taking. And then bishop takes, I guess. So putting a nice pressure on the g7 pawn. And then you decide later what you do with the bishop on f1? Maybe. Maybe. Or you could do bishop d3, I guess. Yeah, I think personally I would think about just getting bishop d3 and counteracting that bishop on f5. So bishop d3, black can't play knight to e5, because then you're going to take the bishop first. Queen, actually they can. But bishop d3 definitely. You get rid of that bishop. And then, you know, actually, if you get rid of this bishop, yeah, I think that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Okay, so in an ideal scenario here, bishop d3 and then you get your rooks on the f and g or something. Bishop d3 or h5. Okay, we'll see. There's no wonder, guys, that Alireza takes a lot of time here. I mean, he's been thinking for a while. So, guys, there's the difference in between playing blitz and bullet time. I mean, in this kind of position, we just go straight with whatever the gut tells you to play. But actually, there is a best move lurking here in the background. What's the best move here, Joel? What do you think it is? What do you think is the best move here? What is the best move here? What do you think, people? Okay. So that's Ali Reza, Richard Report. Let's see some other guys playing. Anish Giri, Wesley So, Yanni Pomnishi, MVL versus Fabiano Caruana, and Jan Krzysztof versus Bogdan Daniel. Oh my days, what happened here? Whoa, what happened here? Gee, what did you do? Ding, what do you do? So after f4, he played bishop c2, rook c1, bishop b3. But now the eval bar gives white a hefty plus 122. Okay. Okay, what's but you know something? That diagonal was very nice for black, and actually I think Ding traded a nice powerful diagonal with a shorter weaker one. Now mentioning that if white wants to neutralize the bishop, I don't think it's a big of a headache to play bishop e2 and bishop d1. Yeah, okay, then they'll be playing on c4, and then I guess you just... Yeah, so I think he should have left the bishop on g6. He should have left bishop on g6. He should have. Well, knight b1, because what? Knight d2. You want to play knight d2 and hit a bishop. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. White starts looking better now. Then you might be, yeah. Okay, knight d2. That's a good question. And if knight takes on b3, hypothetically, and pawn takes, and then white lifts rook c3, how are you going to defend the b3 pawn? And if b3 pawn falls, what are you going to do about a b7? You're going to push forwards? I don't know. This guy's coming into play. Knight a5. What a nightmare of an outpost for black. I mean, if you look in principle, the potential of the knight to trade off the bishop comes off the board. Rook c3, rook b3 eventually. Knight f5, taking all the dark squares here for the bishop. And you can't kick the knight away. The problem for Ding is if Ian plays knight f5, you can't send the knight away. With what? Because the knight would be on light squares, and your knight is being, your bishop is being neutralized now by knight d2 move. Knight on f5, it will be the nightmare of Ding's ending. What a knight! Good luck budging that knight anywhere. Can't do a damn thing. So this guy is going to come off the board very shortly, and then knight f5. And I don't have very good suggestions for black here. I don't know what he could do. I don't know. I don't think there's a problem with any rook g8 because of the g3 move, and that would be it. I guess. I guess that's it. Oh boy. Right, I think white is looking now substantially better here. Yeah, probably bishop c2 wasn't the strongest choice for black. One mistake and you're getting in trouble. Yeah, I don't know what you think, guys, but I think now it's getting a bit grim for black here. Yeah, okay. So what else happened? So Ding probably didn't choose the right stuff to play. Okay, let's go back to okay. What did Alireza chose to do? Personally, I was saying bishop d3. Alireza opted for bishop c4. Now I'd like to go back and ask the engine, because I'm an observer, what does the engine think about bishop d3? Or better said, what do they just suggest? Oh, brother. Bishop c4 straight away by the almighty engine Stockfish. Look at this. Bishop c4. Oh, man. Okay, what about bishop d3? Is it that bad? Well, probably it's not the first line, that's for sure. But I just want to see if I really had a terrible idea. That's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. I mean, makes sense, but okay, it doesn't make a huge difference in the balance of power and influence here. But bishop d3 is definitely not a blunder, so I wouldn't have played the blunder, because that was probably my first choice was bishop d3 in this position here, guys. That was my choice. The engine says it's acceptable, but I'm not Alireza, not at the minute. Alireza played the move, which is plus 0.11. My move was minus a bit. Okay, oh brother, he did play bishop c4. Nice one. Toggle of the lines again. Bishop c4 by Alireza. Okay. Now it's not going to work. Any knight a5. It's not really going to work, because we're going to drop the bishop on a2 and... Or maybe bishop d3? I mean, question is, guys, what do you think? After knight a5, is the bishop supposed to go on e2, or is the bishop supposed to play bishop d3 or something else? Just saying. I think I like both diagonals. I like this. It has some virtues. The a2 f7 has definitely some virtues. But also d3 h7, not a bad one. The difference would be that black might choose to trade them off. For instance, if you go bishop d3, black might choose to trade them off. So the question is, if Richard plays knight a5, is Alireza going to drop bishop a2 or to play bishop d3? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Definitely need another coffee here, if we are to be uttering any meaningful ideas. So, Superbet Chess Classic Romania Bucharest 2023. A bunch of super gems, including number 1 and number 2 on the planet currently. Dingley Ren and Jan Nepomniachtchi playing in this superb chess tournament. What an awesome time to be alive for a chess enthusiast. Let me tell you something cool here. Also, if this knight were to make it on g5, would be something. So, I think I have found the possible answer. if Richard plays knight a5, I guess white's gonna drop bishop a2 because simply they want to play an idea like knight g5 to attack on f7. And if you do stuff like, you know, bishop e6, obviously knight's going to take, and you have to take with a pawn. So probably they won't do that. They will do bishop g6, but bishop g6, I think it's a disaster because h5 coming down the board. So Richard needs to be very careful about that. What did he play? He played bishop f8. He played bishop f8. Okay, to allow the rook becoming a bit more active. And no, I know why. I know why he did it. He did it because if knight a5, bishop e2, and some knight here, then the bishop can play bishop e6. Because when you take, he's going to take with the pawn. I think he just favors favors having the rook on the open file. And also this bishop has been allocated now a very defensive stance. It's purely defensive, the bishop here. Purely defensive. Is completely blocked. Unless in the future he'll be pushing, but I don't know when, how exactly this is going to happen. Because white already hits like 3 times here. So they're not going to push the pawn down the board unless I'm missing something. Okay, the engine says it's a plus 0.04, but I think I like white slightly more because they're just attacking a bit more here. They're attacking a bit more. Okay, and especially after knight g5, I think I like white even more. This knight a5 is a peripheral move, and although attacks the bishop on c4, I don't think it's going to achieve too much, apart from just placing your knight on the rim, pretty much like forever. So knight a5, I think it's actually kind of bad. I think it's actually bad. On long term, you won't do nothing, apart from having a stranded knight on the margin. There's nothing else that black would achieve here. I don't think so. Beautiful position, guys. I'm very, very, very curious, excited what's going to happen here. Very exciting stuff. I'm really, really curious. And let's go back to number 1 and number 2. Oh boy, Dings is really taking his time. I mean, he probably doesn't like it now. I'm pretty sure that after he played bishop to c2, he really didn't like it. He doesn't like it now because after knight to f5. Okay, so knight d2 is coming because that's the reason Ian dropped knight c3, knight b1. He wants to play knight d2, take the bishop off the board, and then something like knight f5, which is going to stay there forever. And I don't think Ding is very happy with the current position here. I don't think he likes it. I don't think he likes it a bit. So he's trying to contrive any possible plan here to... This is a bit painful for Ding. I don't think he likes it. He can't like this. I mean, I don't even know where he can go that bishop, really, if he wants to. I mean, just look at this. Bishop g7, knight f5. Where are you going to go? You're going to go back. I mean, this is really painful. He's not going to play the bishop. Not now. And now he thinks what on earth to do with this guy here after knight d2. Oh boy. Okay, that just doesn't look very good for black here. Yeah, bishop c2 was a bit of a blunder. Let me just go back. I mean, if not a blunder, probably not the best one. What did we say? Okay, I didn't say what black should do here though. Okay, let me think. Oh man, this is oh god, where do you get that bishop? Boy, I mean, Ian played the move like f4, And it's such a brilliant move. It's just superb. I mean, threatening f5. This is just splendid. What do you do? How do you counteract this? Okay, it pains me to say, I wonder if f5 is actually the stuff. What do you think, guy? What should have Ding Liren play here? Really, I wonder what. I'm gonna ask the engine now because I gave my shot. Yeah, the engine says f5, the second line of thinking. Bishop e4, the first line. Okay, the move, probably I was looking at myself if I had to play it. If I were to be playing Jan Nepomniachtchi in this position, I suggested f5 is the second line of the engine. Not that great though. I've got to tell you, it's not a great one. f5 is not that great. It pains me to have played this move, but I don't see how on earth to reply to this. Bishop e4. Okay. Now you bet that after bishop e4, white just takes, right? You know they're going to do this. And then they're going to play something like bishop c4. Knight f5 ideas. Okay, I definitely wouldn't have played bishop c2. He played it and it didn't turn out very well. I don't have any good ideas for black here because, again, the bishop on b3 is going to be taken. Knight is going to play to f5. And I just don't know what to play having blacks here. I've got no good ideas for black here. I don't like it. I just don't like this. Nice one. So it's very interesting to just follow up and see, oopsie daisy, and see what these guys are playing. Right, did Alireza and no, Alireza still thinking. Alireza still thinking. Ding Liren still thinking. I haven't looked at other games. I'm looking now. If you guys have a favorite one, let me know. If you guys have a favorite chess player here, or you're rooting for someone, let me know. Now, in this position, I'm looking at Anish Giri Wesley. So Anish hasn't castled. He hasn't castled. I'm looking at this one. Whose turn is now? Wesley's. Oh. Well, he has the bishop. Where's the bishop going to go? Is it going to go c5? Is it going to go a5? Now, if black manages to castle the king, I think it should be fine. There is no queen or light square bishop that white can use to attack the h5 pawn. So I guess castling maybe is not that bad, I think. But maybe he doesn't want to castle at all. Maybe he wants to play, I don't know, bishop c5, bishop e7, then pushing this guy. Just saying, is that a viable idea? Looking at bishop e7 and g5. Is that a valid point? What do you think, guys? Bishop e7, g5, maybe. But I mean, the question is, if that was a valid point, why didn't he play it in the first instance? When did the bishop arrive at b4? Well, like 5 moves ago. Bishop f4, bishop b4, knight e2, bishop e6. Oh, okay, so probably he's thinking about this now. And you just don't castle. Now, there is one little important stuff here for black. And I think the critical point is, my chess friends, e6. That is black's problem here. So tell me if you agree, guys, but e6, I think, is the critical problem for black. What does that mean? That means a couple of very important things. That means that if black chooses to take we might be witnessing something. Well, after this bishop clarifies where it goes, probably Wesley can shut it off with c3 or something. I mean, you want to have this kind of rook e1 and then you push the pawn. Probably want to get the rook first. But then again, you got to ask them what they want to do with the bishop. So if the bishop goes, I don't know, e7, probably you can think about playing rook e1 and then pushing forwards. An idea. Because this pawn going forwards, not just that it threatens to open up the e file, but also opens up the bishop to attack on c7 and grabbing the pawns. So this is a critical game. This is not an easy middle game position that they've reached here, guys. I know if you agree, just let me know your thoughts, guys. But yeah, looks to me that indeed Black needs to think this one carefully. So yeah, Anish now spends a lot of time. Anish actually is 1 minute 20 1 hour 20 minutes, and Wesley is on 54 minutes. So Anish's got like 26, almost half an hour extra. So I think Anish now is going to give it some thought. I'm telling you, he's going to give it some thought now. You got to decide where you commit the bishop. Do you commit the bishop to a5 and then b6? Or do you commit the bishop a bit more prudently, I think, bishop b7, to just step in if there is any need for defense here, and probably supporting a potential offensive with g5. You got to be very careful. Bishop e7. I don't know. Maybe. I think I'd go bishop e7, and I'm going to ask the engine if the engine agrees. Apart from that, just bishop c5. Okay, I'm going to give you the candidate moves. Bishop e7, bishop c5. I can't see anything else. Okay, bishop a5. That's the third candidate move. One, the first one, the second one, c5, the third one, bishop a5. So these are the candidate moves. I can't see anything else. Bishop a5 would be one that still prevents the white to play rook e1. But after b4, you still have to move on b6, right? So it's going to stay there for a while. So there are three candidate moves: e7, c5, a5. Which one's your favorite, guys? Let me know which one do you think is the correct move here. Let's ask the almighty engine. The almighty engine says bishop e7, exactly the move I wanted to play myself if I were to find myself in this situation there. Bishop e7. That's exactly right. Well, okay. I may not be a GM at the minute now, but sometimes I do have some bouts of clarity coming over. So, okay, bishop e7. Yeah, bishop c5. Well, you know, I'm happy because it was exactly in this order. I told you before I toggle on the line. I told you about bishop e7, and then I told you about bishop c5, and then bishop a5, the third alternative. And I think it's not that great. But bishop e7 would be my first choice here. And I told you about this one already, guys, and I'm happy the engine just confirms it. For various reasons. You want it for g5, and you want it for defenses, whatever hell might be happening here. I think it's good to have the bishop close to your king for the time being. Nice one, guys. Very nice one here. Okie dokie. Let's go back to... Oh, Ali Reza still thinking. It's Ali Reza's turn or Richard's? Oh, Ali Reza's turn. Dude, what are you doing, man? What is he gonna do? Well, knight g5. Okay, let me give you... I'm gonna give you my anticipation moves here, and then you guys... We're gonna see if I'm correct or not. So, before asking the engine what to play, I'm gonna tell you what I think White should be playing. Okay, I'm looking at knight g5. I mean, the juiciest of them all is knight g5 because of this. That's for one. And whatever happens, I think I'm happy to trade with the knight, giving black the only choice to take with the pawn. And then my bishop will be pinning up. Oh boy, he just played bishop f4. And I don't think the engine is very enthusiastic. I've minus 0.25 for Richard, the report. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if the engine would have preferred knight g5 more. I'm just curious, okay? I'm just a little bit curious here. Actually not. The engine says bishop d5, h5, which is the perennial idea. How have I forgotten? Bishop f4, the third line of the engine. Okay. So that means knight g5 must be a blunder, right? Knight g5 must be a blunder? Okay, I'm going to play it and I'm see how awful the engine says that move would be. I'm gonna play knight g5 because I want to check how awful that choice would be. Okay, let's see. How's the eval bar going? Not the happiest because of knight e5. The perfect move, knight e5. The perfect move because defends f7 and attacks the knight on c4. Okay, looking at it, the engine doesn't say it's a huge blunder or something that, you know, I mean, it doesn't go like crazy. The eval bar doesn't go like crazy, but it's not a celebration in itself. Not a huge celebration. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, I didn't play the perfect move, but hey, I had an idea. Alireza, anyway, he went for bishop f4. He went for bishop f4. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Have they moved here? Oh boy, Anish Giri really takes it. Ah, he just played bishop e7. He played bishop e7. Yes. He played the engine first line. The idea that actually myself, I suggested it. Bishop e7. Yes, indeed. Oh boy, bishop e7, right. Okay. Now, Wesley can deepen the ideas of rook to e. Now I wonder, should we do c3 first? There is another idea. I mean, look, what it springs to mind now is something like c3. Also, knight f5. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I'm inclined to say that knight f5 is actually the right stuff to play. Because what I like about knight f5 is that it hits the bishop itself again, and also g7. So, maybe. The eval bar tells us a plus 0.03, so that's not huge advantage for anyone here. The game can go either way still. Now, if you wanna no, rook e1, I retract. Rook e1, it's a disaster because of bishop takes, and this guy is being hit by the rook, so you don't want to do that. But what you do want to do is just investigate knight f5 and c3. So probably these are the main branches here. I don't know what you think, guys, but anyways, so I think the main branches are, in my view, I don't know if you guys agree, let me know. I think it's knight f5. Knight f5 and c3. Knight f5 and c3. What do you think, people? Let me check with Stockfish. Stockfish says f3. Hey, welcome home. Knight f5. Blimey. Knight f5. Yeah, that's what I wanted to play. There you go. Another fortunate anticipation, computer-wise like choice that I've made. Knight f5. f3. Do you know what I don't like about f3? Now, the engine says it's the first move white should consider. But boy, oh boy, they're not going to play it f3, I guess. The main reason I'm incredibly uncomfortable with this is because of bishop c5 ideas. I mean, what the heck? Am I pushing now the f2 pawn? I don't push the f pawn. On very rare occasion, no, actually I'm lying. I'm playing f pawn when I do the king's gambit. But in this kind of position here, if I had it, f3, it's not even conceivable for my human, not super GM yet mind. f3 is not to be considered here. I wouldn't even spend 2 seconds, 1 second thinking about this move. Forget about this one, man. I'm not doing any f3 here. But knight f5, you can bet I'm gonna play it. Knight f5 is actually the move that I would like to play it here for white. Cool stuff. So I got this one correctly. Okay. So guys, I'm suggesting this little endeavor here for you guys. Watch the Super GM playing. Make a small list in your mind of candidate moves, and then check with the engine if that's the right way to proceed. Because we've got to strive to play like a Super GM, and if you manage to do that, it's awesome stuff. That means over the board, you would play a very decent game in your tournament over the board games. Okay, which one shall we have a look and anticipate? The painful one with Ian and Ding. Painful for Ding, and very, very happy for Ian, this one here. Ding didn't move nothing. Ding can't move here. I mean, he's so unhappy with the current position. He can't get himself to decide upon playing anything. I don't know what black should play. I can't even make an anticipation because it's looking bad. Pretty much everything looks bad here. I don't even know what the hell to move with black. If I had black here, I don't know what to move. I'm so dissatisfied with the current position for black that I can't make a bloody suggestion. Nothing. Everything I try to look at just looks awful. Everything I'm looking at for black to play, it looks freaking awful. I can't get myself to play anything for black here. I don't have any. And because it's so painful for me to decide, I'm going to ask the engine, what do the c5? Okay, c5 for castles long. But if you look at the eval bar, both these moves come with a very, very grim evaluation. Plus 121, plus 127 for white. This is painful. Everything's painful. I can't think of nothing for black here because it's bad. When you do castle long here, you put a king on the c file where the white rook is. Knight's gonna take that bishop on b3 after knight e2. I just don't want to think about it. c5 opening up. Maybe c5 is the only one. But c5 comes with a setback. You're going to make a pin. I can't do this for black here. I'm sorry, Ding. I mean, brother, he got himself into a bit of a mess. If Ding manages to draw here, or even to win, he's a wizard. He's a wizard. He's definitely a wizard if they do that. Oh, man. Right. Okay, so that match with the... Oh, my God. Wesley plays like a freaking machine, man. He played with f3. Woof. Only Wesley, machine Wesley, so played f3. Oh, man. Nice one. So there is no bishop e4 ideas. f3 looks like more a prophylactic one because it prevents any bishop's incursions. That's quite a nice one. So Wesley really does the good stuff, man. He did spend some time, but he chose the right stuff to play. Only Wesley. Awesome player. Let's go quickly to Richard and Alireza. What happened here? Bishop f4 played by Alireza. Last move. And Richard yet to decide what to play. Bishop defensive. I don't know what knight can do. I don't even know what black queen can do. Nothing. You can't move the black queen anywhere. You can't go anywhere with the black queen. And what? Playing the rook? That's more like a super waiting move. This kind of ideas is just you're not doing nothing. Probably he thinks about doing something with the black knight, either knight a5 or knight e7. But no, knight e7 and knight, this is a disaster. That's a disaster. You can't do the probably knight a5, but he doesn't like that after knight a5 or bishop a2. The knight's gonna stay there like forever, so to speak. That's a tough position again for black. That's a tough one for black. I don't know what black should do here because, I mean, apart from like waiting move like rook a8, d8, apart from this kind of stuff and knight a5, I don't know. Let's ask the engine though, yeah? h6, bishop e6. Bishop e6 to neutralize this guy. Makes a lot of sense. h6 to probably create some withdrawing squares from the bishop if that were the case. And h6 actually serves the purpose to stopping knight g5. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So h6 stops the knight. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Oh, whoa, whoa. Let's go back. And actually, guys, if you're watching this, I think I've got something like some music soundtrack. Let me get some jazz finger jazz chilling stuff. Where is that thing? Because I think we're going to be spending some time here. Soundtrack. Let's just do soundtrack by Twitch, and we're going to be continuing in this fashion now. What is this tab going to open? It should. It should. Okay. They didn't move. What's going on here? Caruana, I haven't looked too much up those guys. Let's have a quick one here. Duda versus Bogdan Daniel. First, okay, let me see if I can put that soundtrack from Twitch here to run in the background. Okay. Featured stations. Let's just go with the... Okay. Not bad at all. Okay. Where were we? Oh, okay, I think I've got an idea. The reason for which Krzysztof Duda played d5 is because this pawn wants to go forwards. And the problem being... this pawn on e7, which can't take because then the queen is being taken by the bishop. So that's a problem. That is a bit of a problem. So now, no wonder that Daniel now is thinking about how on earth he should be approaching this conundrum here. Is bishop f6 to be considered, or knight f6? This kind of ideas? There are many ideas, actually. So if you do knight f6 here, what could they do? They're going to be coming down anyway. Is there anything else to forcing things here? Yeah, he definitely needs to think about this next move. So now Bogdan needs to choose one way to defend against. Is it knight f6 or bishop f6? Which one do you think it is, guys? Which one do you think it is? Okay, so Bogdan takes his time over there, no wonder. What other games happen here? What other stuff happen here? H6 played by Richard Report. H6. The machine. H6. Awesome. H6 stops any knight G5 incoming move. You can say goodbye to that scenario. And also the bishop on F5 can, if somehow challenge, retreat at any moment. So that's pretty much nice and safe. Nice little find here by Richard Report. Nice little find. What is Alireza gonna do? Is he gonna play knight? Is he gonna play rook? Okay, no, I don't think that works. He's gonna make a pin. He's gonna play this. What is he gonna play? How do you push? How do you open up the G file? So I would personally think about now, if I have any possible ways to open up the G file, I would be very happy. Question is, how on earth you do that? How do you do that? Oh, what a nice one. I'm pretty sure that when Richard decided to play bishop f4, f8, he actually wanted to prevent any possible scenario like bishop sacking on h6. If this bishop was here, let's just saying, if the bishop instead of f8 would have been on e7, it's very tempting for white to go bishop takes, pawn takes, and queen takes. And I think it's pretty much deadly. Pretty much deadly. So bishop on f8 really does a wonderful job in defending, including h6. So white can't really take on h6 now because you're going to lose stuff. It's not as strong. Another idea here. Let me see. Is that working? Knight g5 though. Takes and takes. Ah, but the queen is on d2. So you got to have the queen on a light square. But you can't get the queen on a light square because there is a rook there. So the idea does not really apply effectively. Doesn't really apply, that one. So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the process of anticipating Super GM moves, Grandmasterly moves. Let me know. What did Dingley Wren played actually? Rook a5. This is another painful. This is so hard for Dingley Wren to play now. I would imagine. Almost everything is kind of bad here. There is no good move for black apart from defending and trying to activating your pieces and improving a little bit because it looks so grim. There is not too much to choose in between here. It's very, very limited. The freedom and choice for black here is very limited. Probably rook a5 with the idea of a c5 being pushed and a prevention of bishop b5. So that's what I thought of. I guess that's the reason for rook a8 to a5. You want to stop any bishop and you want to support c5, perhaps. So okay, you can let me know your thoughts, guys, at any moment. Anyway, I admire Ding's diligence here, and he really tries to continue playing this match. Oh boy, tough one for Ding now. Wow, tough one, really tough one. Okay, what other stuff happens here? So they move. Let's go back to Wesley and Anish Giri. Anish didn't move. Not yet. Now I wonder if g5 is a playable idea here. So let me know, guys. Do you think g5 is actually a good one to move? Or is it just too risky given the fact that knight on f5 could be quite a problem here? I mean, if you push g5, you attack the bishop first, so they need to address that one. Very risky. Very, very risky stuff. g5. I mean, what else? g6? And suddenly you lose control of over the dark squares. So g6 comes with a setback. Well, you can't have them all. When you commit yourself to play something, you have some pros and cons every single time. You can't have a move that ticks all the boxes and suddenly you're doing fabulously well in all scenarios. So g5 attacks, but after knight f5, you're going to have that knight staying there for a very long time. Anish's rooks aren't connected. That's another thing. King hasn't castled, and I don't know if he's going to castle. I don't know if he's going to castle. So, what do you think, guys? Is g5 playable here, or g6, or something else for black? That is for Anish. Gary, which one is it? Or none of these, and probably there's something else. Let me know your thoughts whenever you're feeling like to, guys, in regards to these positions we're having here. g6, g5. Could be. Could be. I mean, I feel like white is having more options here. Knight f5 is one of them, and I think it's the main one that white should be focusing on. But hey, black's turn. And Anish has like 9 more minutes, or 8, let's say. Okay, let me ask the engine what they think. The engine thinks bishop c5. Oh yeah, the old pin. I think I told you way before they played that I wouldn't do f3 because I would be concerned about bishop c5 ideas. And there you go. He committed for g5, bro. Exactly the move I wanted to play if I had this one for real. There you go. g5. He went for attack. He played the move that I said would be the most attacking, most aggressive one. And he did play it indeed. Okay, he didn't play the engine first choice, but he did resonate with the move that I was thinking of playing. And there you go. He did play it. g5. You can't get more aggressive than that because it does attack. Oh, brother, g5. There you go. There you go. There you have it. g5. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, you got to move the bishop. Probably the idea with bishop g3, not just to save the bishop, but also if there is any bishop c5 incoming at some point, then you very nicely play bishop f2, unpinning the knight, that is. What would that achieve? That would achieve the knight's mobility being expressed by knight f5 because the knight is no longer pinned. So that might be another idea. Bishop g3, bishop c5, bishop f2. If they take, you're going to take, and white is doing better. If bishop g3, bishop c5, bishop f2, I don't know what black's going to play, but you have the knight's mobility. And then you could think about playing stuff. You know, attacking more, getting your knight closer. And bishop g3, bishop f2. Also still allows white to think about maybe rook e1 pushing this guy. Pushing the pawn from e5 over to e6. That might be an idea. That might be an idea. Let me just minimize this tab. Okay. Chilled electronic. Let's try this one just for a bit. If it works. No, I don't like it. What's this? No, I don't like it. This nonsense of music. Let's go classical. Way better. Okay. Back where we were. Probably bishop g3, right? Bishop g3, bishop g3, bishop f2. That looks good. Right, next one. Okay, the old pin here. Bishop g4. Knight can't move really. So, rook d1, rook de. I don't think black's going to take, because if they take, you're going to take with g, and suddenly it's becoming incredibly dangerous. I don't even know what's the stuff with bishop g4 here. I mean, rook e1, right? Okay, it might be something else. I don't know. I don't think you want to drop that bishop on e2. I don't think so. I don't think so. Plus, I guess black is preparing something like knight e5. So, in light of this intention, I guess rook d1 to e1 could be probably. Then after knight plays, you just simply take if necessary. Okay, rook de. Is this the move? What do you think, guys? Let me know. If rook d to e1 would be probably the move for white to play here. Is it? Exactly. There you go. Rook d, e1. Okay. I'm happy I still managed to find some top moves, first lines, engine-like moves every now and then, which is very good and very encouraging. Rook d, e1. Makes a lot of sense to me. And it makes for the engine as well, and probably it will make for Alireza. He's got to play it, right? I couldn't find anything else here better for white to react, to respond. Okay, they haven't moved here. Young Krzysztof still thinks about it. Yeah, he can't push now the e6, because if he does it, I suspect queen takes. And then pawn takes, and that's it. Then the b2 is hanging. So let's just have a quick look here. I think if pawn goes forwards, obviously you're going to take with the queen. And if queen takes, pawn takes, but then bishop e7. How do you deal with that? So, I think white should be just pushing the pawn on d6. I don't think they can afford not to answer to this threat, because if you do this, I'm going to take the pawn anyway here. And even if you take the queen, I'm going to take the rook with tempo queening. Then you're going to have to take, and then I'm going to take the queen. So I guess d6 is the move for white. What do you think, guys? Is d6 the move here for white? I think it's d6. Let me ask the engine. No, the engine doesn't agree. The engine says rook a d1 and h4. h4 to go, you know, towards the black king. Okay, I get it. And rook a d1 to solidify maybe, and moving away from this diagonal, ugly diagonal, and then pushing d6. But you know, I'm going to push d6 and see how the engine reacts to this. I'm curious if that's a super blunder or just a bad idea. A bad-ish. How bad that is. Let's watch the eval bar. That's not a very good one. That's not a very good one now. Queen takes. It's not a good one. Queen takes d6. Oh my god. Queen takes d6. And you can't take it. Why can't you? You can't take it because e takes. But I said bishop e7. I said that. And then they play rook f to c. And then bishop d6. What's wrong with this stuff here? Bishop takes d6. Knight c4. Okay, that's a long shot. That's a long one. And you can't defend those weaknesses. So in a span of like 4 moves, you end up in an incredibly bad position. That is why. So that's the reason that the engine suggested first for white to do rook AD first, and then if you have a chance you might be pushing. Okay, excellent opportunity for learning that was. They haven't moved yet. Oops, let me just toggle off the lines. Would like to think for ourselves. I think I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, guys, and I'll be returning shortly. So if you're coming in between, just let me know what do you think the best ideas could be for. Let me just check. Oh, this one looks also an exciting middle game tactics here. My chess friends, rook g8. What a superb move, rook g8. Not just that, sort of like defends the g5 in case the bishop wants to run free, but also prepares a potential g4. Very aggressive game by Anish Giri. This is just brilliant. So Anish Giri came with a bunch of set of ideas here. I absolutely love it. He wants to push g4. He absolutely wants to push g4. Pretty sure. So I'm gonna go get a bit of coffee now to just keep me going for a while, and we'll take it from there. Ooh, dude, it's been streaming for a while, man. Probably I should be just wrapping up. Okay, yeah, I'll wrap it up. So yeah, this guy's coming down the board now. All right, so guys, we managed to make a couple of anticipations candidate moves, and we were quite decent in our evaluation, and I'm happy with that. We played a few rapids, and if in the future more people join us, we could do more friendlies and puzzles perhaps, and we're going to be discussing more chess ideas. So thank you for being here. Thank you for visiting. If you're coming at some other point in the future to re-see these ideas, guys. So enjoy your chess tournament watching now, and I will see you shortly. Thank you, guys.